beautiful ways to you, eternal being of the morning. Brad felt the nudge in here to share about how our being becomes distorted. Many years ago, when I worked on campus and across from the graduate international housing I managed, there was a peaceful, very peaceful cemetery. Every time I would stroll through there, I heard the divine voice. This person never became what they came here for. That person over there never became the person they came here to earth to be. One of the words I like to utilize for this is the word distortion. Distortion in the Merriam Dictionary is defined as the act of twisting or altering something out of its true, natural, original state. You know, like you and I. The root meaning of distortion from the 1580s, an action of distorting, state of being twisted out of shape, to twist different ways, to distort, tort, to twist. We are totally amazing beings of the more. We are images of the Creator. There's so much of the divine within us. We have amazing DNA that some scientists call junk DNA. No Peru, beautiful you. It's very powerful. It's quite amazing who we really are as a cosmic being of the more of God. But they, out there in the world, do not want you to know who you really are and what you truly came here to be. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beings of the more. How much distortion do each one of us go through each day through the cultural ways? You know, those institutions that are out there all around us? The less time Rev spends away from those institutions, the more I see clearly, feel clearly, and think clearly in my heart thoughts and my head thoughts, and feel ever so closer to God. Removing myself from so much distortion it's very, very freeing for Rev to be and do what I came here to be and do. Joseph Campbell wrote, quote, "Eternal ones, how do you find the divine power in yourself? The word enthusiasm means filled with God, so what makes you enthusiastic? Follow it. So I have a little word. Follow your bliss. The bliss is the message of our God to yourself. That's where your life is." End of quote. When I was going through the 6-month or so process of trying to enter the seminary way back in the 1980s, with interviews and testing of this and testing of that, I was rejected because they said I was too enthused with God. You do not have to think that one through too far. Right after I was rejected, the wife and I went to the local library and looked up the word enthuse in this huge, gigantic dictionary sitting on like a throne in heaven with sparkles on it. At least that is what it looked like to me, to Rev. Because God was getting ready to give Rev a super glory hug. The throne room dictionary with sparkles on it read, enthuse comes from the Greek word enthusiasmos. I know I butchered that, but it means to be filled with God or inspired by God. It's composed of the Greek word en, and theos, God. The original meaning referred to a person possessed by or divinely inspired by God. I was rejected from the seminary because I had God inside of me. Oh, wait a minute. This is a huge experience of the institutional distortion. So when Joseph Campbell uses this word enthusiasm and enthusiastic in the above quote, it empowers his words and energy. A great truth is there. My near-death experience was all about the enthused, divine, unconditional love with no strings attached. Just like the Greek word agape used over 300 times in the New Testament. It's hard for me to find this amazing healing connection in the cultural ways through all the distortions of our institutions. The more I'm away from those cultural flow, the more in love I become, with God and His creation. And this has made Rev learn how to love myself. Away from the culture, I see the value, how important every soul is. The author of the Gospel, Mark, shared that a teacher of the law asked Yeshua, out of all the commandments, which is the most important? Know that in the Jewish Torah, there's 613 commandments. Here are the words of Yeshua, who replied to the teacher of the law. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There's no commandment greater than these. Woe, souls of the more, no distortion there in Yeshua's words. Loving ourselves is not the ego craziness that is out there, but a divine heavenly flow of loving connections, and most are already within us. They need to be activated, and this is what the distortions do. They cover us up so we cannot activate them. They hide, manipulate these divine truths. Thank you for stopping by. Know how important and amazing you are in God's ways. Till next time, divine love and tranquility, yours in ever-flowing ways. You are very special. Till next time.